Back with our Nightline Brain Trust, and we just added two new voices, LZ Granderson and Cokie Roberts. Cokie, let me start with you. How did the polls miss this?
Because people voted in much larger numbers for Donald Trump in the rural areas than anyone expected, and non-white voters did not vote for Hillary Clinton in as big a margins as they had voted for Barack Obama.
Interesting to see that the Hispanic vote, for example, Barack Obama did better than Hillary Clinton did.
That's right. And I mean, the place where it held was in the women's vote in general. In some states, the gender gap was 30-some points between men and women. So it's still a very divided country, but Donald Trump did better with many groups than anyone expected.
LZ, everybody's talking about the divides in this country. You and I have been talking about it all night. What can President Obama do to play a constructive role here?
Well, I think it would be good for him to also speak because he understands his base are hurt, his base are wounded, and more importantly, his base are afraid because they're looking at it like going, what's going to happen to my marriage for those who are same-sex couples, those who are concerned about criminal justice reform? If Rudy Giuliani is on the short list of attorney generals, what's going to happen to the Black Lives Movement? So he's got to add calm to his base as the transition of power to a Trump administration begins.
My Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts, we've got about 60 seconds left here. Just, if you would, paint the most optimistic picture you can conjure about how things go forward in a positive and constructive way.
Throughout our history, we have always proven that we're a resilient people. It gets ugly at times. You know, the last thing I can think of as someone raised in the church, as they say in the South, be careful what you pray for. A lot of people pray for change, pray for Donald Trump. Well, here it is. Let's see what happens.
You didn't even eat up the 60 seconds, so I'm going to throw the question to Terry Moran now. That's awesome. Thank you, sir.
Look, a lot of people who felt dispossessed feel vindicated tonight.
Yeah.
They feel the system works. Millions upon millions of Americans who are growing disillusioned say, hey, it works. Now, it has been a very acid election, and we need to see if we can calm those waters. But for millions of people, this is Independence Day.
Absolutely. You know, look at it. You know, the voters spoke. And that is what the system is supposed to be about. The whole American experiment was the consent of the governed. The governed have given their consent.
As you said, it's about them, not him necessarily. My thanks to all of you for your wisdom tonight. We really appreciate it.